It's a very unfortunate, sad tour story. Well, we lost one of our homies on the road, Sixes and Sevens tour, R.I.P. Michael, MJ. You know what I'm saying? We was in Reno, Nevada. I don't even really like talking about this, but you asked me, and I gotta be honest with you guys. So we did a show in Reno. He was outside the tour bus and he was talking with his wife just to get away from all the noise and everything on the tour bus. And some guys came up and they shot him 6 times. You know what I mean? So that was really, really hard for everybody. You know, he didn't pass right away, but he ended up passing like 14 days later from a blood clot. That's the most dangerous and unfortunate and very sad thing that can happen out here on the road. And you know, a lot of people don't really realize when you're out of town, you're out of bounds. You just got to move a certain way with people. You know what I'm saying? It was his first tour. He was out with J-Rock. I know you know J-Rock is with TDE. Much love to TDE and J-Rock. Yeah, man, that happened. And it blew all of our minds. You know what I'm saying? It could have been anybody. And he was just outside just talking to his wife on the phone. You know what I'm saying? We don't know anybody in Reno for real. We was just there to do the show and then back off. And you know what I'm saying? The tour bus is right there and that happened. You know what I mean? We did a record on it, I think on the first Strange Relation called EMJ, Emotional Musical Journey. So for people who haven't heard that, you should go back and look at that. I believe Calico wrote the hook, and he got Tech on, he got some me on, he got King. King is J-Rock's cousin. He was on the road as J-Rock's DJ at the end. They got Wreck from Mayday, Burns from Mayday. It's a beautiful record. There's a lot of us that were on the tour. We did that. I even did one on my Rolling Stone album. That was my first album that I did with Tech Nine Presents Rolling Stone. And I did a joint called The Road. We touched on those situations on both of those records, but very, very unfortunate and still sad to this day, man.
The best advice nowadays I got for people, I guess I'm growing a heart, you know, and I just tell people, it takes time, man. You know, whatever the fuck you're doing in life, you know, don't expect things to start clicking, you know, overnight.
He literally verbatim rapped about this girl in front of her, just clowned like, oh my God. It was the coldest shit I had ever seen. Without calling her a bitch, because we had no cussing on that record. But he just dogged her right in front of her.
And so we started shooting this Tiger Bone, man, and really there's no funnier human being than Noriega. And then we had to put him like idiots. He had a scene where he had to like drive up and down the block. So he in a Benz, and homie he doesn't even drive.
So I played Letters from Vietnam. So he's like, all right. So he says, give me that. He lays the guitar down and starts playing a song with the Jim Beam bottle. I forgot what he was playing. And he played some song. So we started chatting.